Thousands of people have been forced to evacuate as a wildfire rages in France. These fires have been burning since last month. And this comes as a lot of Europe is dealing with unprecedented heat waves and drought. Chief Meteorologist Ginger Zee is in France with the latest.
This morning, wildfires in France forcing thousands to evacuate. 10,000 people fleeing the heart of wine country in southwestern France. And now, French officials asking volunteers to help battle the blaze, which was exacerbated by the driest July on record and France's fourth intense heat wave since June. Satellite images showing France with gray smoke above and near the Gironde region. So far in 2022, about 141,000 acres of French countryside have been scorched in wildfires. That's nearly 6 times the full average from 2008 to 2021. Along with many homes destroyed, crops also turned to ash, leaving wine producers in France's famous wine region weary about the future of their vineyards this season. Many producers now saying it's too early to tell if the smoke contamination will negatively impact their production. And with temperatures in Bordeaux expected to reach 103 degrees, first responders are in for a tough fight ahead. The forecast for the rest of August, hot and dry.
And Ginger Zee joins me now from Hostens, France, just outside of Bordeaux. Ginger, fire officials are saying that these fires are burning like nothing they've ever seen. That's a lot coming from Europe, which deals with these kinds of fires a lot. So what are you seeing?
Yeah, it sounds very reminiscent to what firefighters have been telling me in California for the last couple of seasons. Behind me, I'm seeing the regular, right, destroyed homes, and they get wildfires here in France. They get about 65 a year. They've had more than 260 this year, so more than 5 times the number of fires, and it is painfully obvious how dry they are. Do you see down that line of trees? They've been torched to almost the top, many of them burned to the top, and the other thing I've learned from firefighters in California is that's called ladder burning. A lot of low fires can burn through and stay low. These have been going all the way to the top, meaning they're very explosive. It's because they're incredibly parched here.
And Ginger, we know Europe has been dealing with unprecedented heat waves and drought. I know from my family there that Portugal is dealing with its own wildfire crisis. So what do all these wildfires tell you about the global climate crisis?
Portugal, Spain, you can name any country here. Remember, back just a couple of weeks ago, we were talking about 40,000 people evacuated in this very region, in Gironde. And so talk about the heat that was all the way up to the UK that just busted records. They made it to 40C and higher. And remember, that was highly unlikely. We've already seen attribution studies saying that is highly unlikely without human-induced climate change. We're very hot here today. It's over 103 degrees. It is even hotter. It feels like that kind of ashtray. Everything is so dry, and then the heat is coming from the fresh, burned land, but then you can feel the air like an oven as well. The next couple of weeks, through the rest of August, it does not look like we're going to see a whole lot of change for much of Europe.
And I know you're just outside of Bordeaux, France. That's wine country. They count on a lot of business from there. So how are these fires impacting the wine industry?
They've had a couple of rough years in this region. 2021, they lost $2 billion in profit. That was actually because of some flash flood events. When you talk about extremes coming from climate change and their impact on agriculture and economy, this is it. So this year, so far, they've been able to keep the grapes safe, but even if you keep the grape from burning and the actual vineyard from burning, you can have something called smoke taint. I've covered this in Napa Valley, Sonoma, when we've had the fires in the last couple of years. It changes so much. Drought and heat already changed the amount of grape you get, the production of it. It can actually even increase the alcohol content up to 14% in this region because of how hot and dry it's been, Diane.
All right, Ginger Zee in Hostens, France. Ginger, thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.